Chris Crowder, We Can Work It Out series. This video is aimed at beginner golfers and intermediate golfers who struggle to get the ball off the floor and into the air. Okay, let's start. First thing we need to be aware of is that the low point of the arc in the golf swing, this being the arc of the swing, this being the low point here where the club reaches the floor. If this golf club is the floor, I'm going in that direction. This thumb is the ball, this hand is the golf club. The golf club has to hit the ball first, then the ground, if you want to make solid contact with the ball. A great drill to develop this awareness of where the floor is. Take your hold, take your stance, make a swing, but don't look down at the floor. Look straight ahead, something at eye line level, and try and make some swings, swinging towards your target. Be careful that we don't swing too much to the left, or maybe too much to the right, but we actually swing to our target. But as we swing to our target without looking at the floor, we're going to try and brush the floor and hold our finish. At first you might find this difficult. There could be a number of reasons. Too much tension in the body, not enough focus on the target, not enough awareness in the golf club. But if we practice this daily, you will develop this awareness, and once you find the low point of the arc, you will start hitting the ball more solid. But one of the major faults to any golfer who struggles with this part of the golf swing is the lack of pivot in the golf swing. If you rely on your hands and arms too much, there's a good chance you will tense up or come in too steep or too shallow and won't be able to hit the low point consistently. So we want to develop a pivot being how the body swings, allowing the arms to swing with the body. Once that happens, we can use our natural forces, gravity, and other forces to allow the club to find the bottom of the arc. I use the Zen board. Marcus Bell of Zen invented this. It's absolutely fantastic. I use it in all my golf lessons, and this really helps me demonstrate and practice the leg motion. You can see as I swing back, you'll notice that the feet move first, then the club second. Great way to train the body. Highly recommend the Zen board. It is expensive, but the instructional video that comes with it is brilliant by Marcus. If you don't really want to invest that much money just yet, you can make a homemade version. This is my homemade version. It's just a board with a golf club underneath. It still works well. It still gives you the feeling of the sequence of the golf swing, starting from the floor all the way up, and the end of the golf club, the club head itself being the end of the chain. So we can develop our awareness in our feet, allow the club head to swing, develop the low point of the arc. The club will do the rest of the work. The loft on the club will send the ball up. There is some room for error. If you do hit slightly behind the ball and you have a reasonable arc to your swing plane, the golf club has an angle at the bottom. Here's the leading edge. This angle at the very bottom is called bounce. And if we make a good enough swing, get close enough to that low point, the ball will still lift up in the air, as long as the club brushes the floor. But we need to practice this as regular as we can. With anything, retraining the body takes time. But good luck and have a good